I had this crazy idea of not sleeping for 24 hours and trying to see if my productivity increased. And spoilers ahead, I actually did that. So let's see my journey for these next 24 hours completely monitored by this one phone. Let's go. Alright. Before starting this video, I want to say a disclaimer. I do not recommend this to anyone in this world because it is not so good to be without sleep, or else the phone will fall down like this. Alright, so let's start. Alright, so I'm starting now, and first I have to clean my room. And I did not throw that shirt over there, and I blame the school for giving too many books to study. That's why my room is kind of messy. So I had to clean the room because it was too bad to be seen. And also I had to clean my sister's table as well due to some as a bribe for something which I it is not appropriate to share on YouTube. Yeah, and that's come. Yep. Ew. Okay, let's start. Alright, I'm not gonna give a commentary on how to clean a tutorial stuff. The basic reason why I made this video because I had too many backlogs. And my idiotic mind thought that it would be good to do these backlogs later. And I had only 2 days to submit all of them. So I had to do backlogs, studies, etc. So one step closer to death. Nice. So I started my night by starting to do some math because I had a lot of math backlogs. I did not write my classworks on time. And I thought it would be a good idea to listen to explicit, hardcore Eminem while trying to solve circles. Yes, I think like that. And to be honest, the first 2 hours were kind of really productive. And then the next 45 minutes was not productive. I'm like telling literally it was not productive. I started at 11 and till 1 o'clock it was quite productive, and till 2 o'clock it was all like shambles, I have to say. It was not the best. So I tried to cope up with it by watching some Quora feeds and stuff. Then I realized that I had only 2 more days to complete all my backlogs and stuff. So I really had to do it. So I cut off all the music, focused, and started solving NCRT circles. And you might be wondering, oh, he's not doing something big, he's doing NCRT circles. But for me, NCRT circles is tough. So please don't judge. I'm trying to be funny here, but it's turning to be more awkward than funny. Yeah, and then I did the same thing repeatedly. I drew the wrong diagrams, and all of a sudden it became 3 o'clock. I don't know how, but it was 3 a.m. in the morning. Bloody Mary. I became damn tired after doing all these questions. So I thought of washing my face. And yes, I thoroughly washed it. My glasses get free washing too. Yeah, jugaad. Suddenly, it was 3 a.m. The amount of time and the amount of work I had were inversely proportional, and I had to do all this stuff. So I started productive studying without music and stuff, and from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., it was like the damn productive session I have ever had in my life. To be honest, yes. And then from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m., I did not have enough footage because the phone was literally dead. So I continued with my English notes. I actually finished one chapter within that 1 hour slot, so it was also quite productive. And then something hilarious happened. You should see this story for real. Yes, don't skip. I'm saying it, don't skip. Then I had this crazy idea. Yes, another crazy idea for me, in my perspective. I thought, why not go for a jog or for a run? At least I can stay healthy. And I thought of it, and I actually executed it. And something bad happened. Let's find that out. So then I started my morning walk because I wanted to know the experience of it. and I was planning on going to the nearby park or to the nearby government quarters because that has like an open space where you can walk and stuff. And yes, I started jogging as well. And this is my actual speed. I mentor Usain Bolt. And I started running away. Yeah. But wait. So I logged myself out at 5:15 a.m. in the dark. So I had nothing to do except for wandering the city and also taking some good candid cool pics like this one or like this one. That was nice. That is nice. Or like this one, which is lush green, or like this one. Yes, I am army. And this makes me feel like I'm Christopher Nolan, I have to see. And this one, I don't know why I took it. It's satisfying. So all I could do right now was just roam around in the places nearby to my home and make sure that I was safe. So I started walking towards my school, which is like a few meters away from my home. But I found that it was quite peaceful at this time, ironically. And then something intrigued me. This little green patch of some grass, and I went near it, and boom, sick transition though. Then I started walking and walking and walking and walking and walking and walking till my legs started to pain, and still there was no one to my rescue. I could only just walk and walk and walk until it was 6 a.m. Thank God I live in a safe neighborhood, and thank God I was able to enter my house again. I was quite happy at that time. So after resting for around 20 minutes, I took a bath, and at around 7:15 I started puja and I ended puja by around 7:30. So I was quite determined until unless this one thing happened. I slept. Yes, you heard me right. I slept from 7:30 to 9:30. That meant that I was not involved in any academic activities from 5 to 9:30 a.m. Almost 4.5 hours of just unproductive time. So I was quite mad, and I had this inbuilt rage in me, and I started studying immediately at around 9:45. Let's see what happened. I started with mathematics again because I found out that I had still yet to do an exercise in circles lesson. So I did that, and after that I started with the new chapter called probability. And I had to write the notes of this chapter, and for that took quite a bit of time because they were very large notes. And after that I had to solve the exercise sums on my own because I prefer doing that. And I did that, and while solving I felt that I was quite tired, but I did not make that tiredness grow further. Instead, I made myself engaging, like walking around or listening to some calming music like Beethoven's music or Mozart's music, which I'm a huge fan of, or doing some household chores to make myself active so that I don't sleep. And this actually helped me a lot. So I was like quite busy with doing this probability and stuff. And by the time I finished my probability homework, it was, you won't believe me, it was 1 p.m. or it was like 1 in the afternoon. I still couldn't believe how fast time flies. And then I took an hour's hiatus of lunch and watching some TV, and then I started my grind again. So I started my post lunch session from around 2:30. Yes, from 2:30 to 5:30 I started my post lunch session. And first I attended my coaching, and my I watched some lectures and stuff. Then I started solving some numericals. And after that, it was all a smooth ride because I was not much distracted. I was not procrastinating. So those 3 hours were quite effective. And I was like really amazed with the productivity of mine during those 3 hours. And then I started to make my own notes, and I made sure a point to revise that to reduce the chance of me falling into the forgetting curve and stuff. And I made sure to attempt and solve the questions which I found tough. And my class or session ended at around 4:30. Then I attempted a test given by school, and then I had to, do some assignments and stuff, and then I practiced questions till 5:30. Then I started my second slot of post lunch grind at 6 o'clock, and from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock I was completely effectively studying. I studied various concepts like Hooke's law, stress, strain, and work power energy from Pearson IT Foundation. Then I started with rotational motion. Then I found out that vectors were needed for rotational motion because I saw it in the book. So I started with vectors and stuff. And yes, you can see me trying to solve Hooke's law questions and trying to derive them. And it was quite fun to actually understand all these concepts because they interested me. And then I was like trying to highlight the important points. And by the time it was around 8:30, 8:35, I checked my statistics, and it was around 9.4 hours from 5 a.m. of productivity, and I had completed 100 hours this week. I was quite happy of myself because I actually earned this badges and stuff due to hard work. And after that, I did my presentation, a
So
PowerPoint
finally,
presentation, which
after
I needed to do it for a school
an hour and
assignment.
a half
It was based on
of
work power energy,
tireless
and it took me
efforts,
around two
I
hours to do
finished my
it
activity.
because
So
of the
it
editing
kind
and
of
stuff
looks
I
like
had to
this.
do.
It took me
So
time
it
to
took
edit
me
a
a long
lot,
time to do
even though
that.
there was around six
And nothing
slides,
much more. It was a great,
and it took
productive
me a
day.
lot of time to,
And
I'm
exactly
quite
at
slow with PPTs, I
11:35,
should say, but it took me
I
quite
ended my
large amount
24-hour
of time.
session. Then I planned on giving, trying to push my
And yep,
limits further, but
let's go back.
I was already tired. So by the time it was around 11:35, 11:45, I made sure to submit all my assignments and wrap it up for the day. And I'll be giving a review of how my sessions went, and if it was really productive in the upcoming few seconds.